Now, by this time, you should have some clarity. Today, we have many programming languages: Python, Java, C#, and others. For each language, there are libraries provided. For example, in C language, we include libraries using hash, include hashtio.h. Similarly, in C++ also, we include libraries. So what is a library? A library is a collection of already written code. Inside the library, there may be a class or a method designed to perform a specific function or fulfill a specific requirement. Instead of rewriting that logic again, we simply reuse it. We just call the function and use it. That is the purpose of a library, code reuse. API means Application Programming Interface. An API allows you to interface your program with another system. For example, suppose you create a login page. You write code for user ID and password authentication. But if you want to add fingerprint authentication or face recognition authentication, then without an API, you would need to write a lot of complex code. You must understand image processing, feature extraction, comparison algorithms, optimization techniques, and many other concepts. Writing all those algorithms requires high skill and a lot of time. Instead, there are ready-made APIs available. You simply interface that API with your program. You may just use a simple method inside an object. The API provider usually gives sample code. With just basic programming knowledge, you can integrate face recognition or biometric authentication into your login page. That is the power of an API. Most of the time, APIs are created within their respective language ecosystems. For example, C# APIs in .NET are created using C#. Python APIs are created using Python. Now, let us move to frameworks. A framework is different. A framework is not just for a small task. It is built for a complete application structure. It is designed for building full applications, not just one function. Libraries, APIs, and frameworks cannot work independently. They must be integrated into your program to function. For example, in front-end development, a popular framework is React. React is called a JavaScript framework, but it also uses other technologies internally. The framework combines multiple technologies. What is the purpose of React? To build single-page applications. For example, platforms like Facebook and Netflix. When you click on something in Facebook, the entire page does not reload. So only that specific part of the interface changes. Similarly, in Netflix, when you subscribe or like something, only that section updates. React is designed to make this easier. There are many frameworks like this. Now, apart from these, we also have tools, automation tools, and AI tools. All of these are necessary for a developer. When I say tools, I mean the tools you regularly use. For example, Visual Studio Code, GitHub. A tool is something that makes your work easier. Just like in real life, tools help us complete tasks efficiently. Similarly, developer tools help simplify development work. Now, when intelligence is added to tools, artificial intelligence, those tools become AI tools. For example, code generation tools, auto-debugging tools, AI copilots, large language model APIs. Developers use these tools to work faster, more efficiently, and more accurately. But a real developer does not just use the tool. A real developer understands how to use the API behind the tool and build applications based on client requirements. That kind of person is what we call an AI developer. Now, if you ask what languages must someone learn to become an AI developer, one language is not enough. You need hybrid skills. For example, Python has many AI libraries: machine learning, deep learning, numerical computing. The AI ecosystem in Python is very strong, but Python is a flexible language and may not always scale well for enterprise systems. For enterprise-grade systems, C# can be used. C# is structured. It provides type safety. It supports scalability. It belongs to the C family. With C#, you can build application software and system software. Most world-class application software like MS Office is built using C family technologies. Even Windows systems rely on C family languages. So one language can support both system-level and application-level development. So C# can be your backbone. Python can be your brain. When you combine both, you become a hybrid developer. That is what is required to become an AI developer. It also prepares you for agentic AI and autonomous AI systems. Now, quantum computing is emerging. Quantum processors have already been released. Google has implemented quantum systems and conducted testing. IBM has created a Python-based framework called Qiskit. Microsoft has introduced a quantum language called QHash. Quantum computing services are provided through cloud access. IBM provides public access for experimentation. Because of all this, if you learn hybrid languages and understand how to integrate APIs and frameworks, your future will be strong. So after explaining all this, we will ask you some questions. We are not evaluating what you studied previously. We are not judging your academic background. We are evaluating your learning capability. We want to see your ability to observe. We want to see your conceptual understanding. That is why we are asking these questions.